I think this is one of the best I have ever seen. And this is generated locally with a 27B model. It thought for 44 minutes. It better be the best calculator I have ever seen. Alright, what do we have here? If you are following me since the beginning of this channel, you know I used to test LLMs. But I stopped doing it because it got way too repetitive and there weren't a lot of improvements, just marginal improvements. However, I was playing with Qwen 3.6 27B locally on my computer and I realized, damn, this thing does some stuff even better than last year's state-of-the-art models. Yes, so we're gonna test this today. Here, locally, I used to have a few silly prompts. They are very, very silly, but they do work and they test the things that I usually want to test an LLM for. So let's begin with the dot-to-dot puzzle game. So here it is. Doesn't look like a penguin. It should have penguin here, but anyway, let's begin the test and see. Almost there. Done. Oh my god, what the hell happened with this penguin? So this should be a fail because it wasn't a penguin. Actually, most models failed this one. So I'm gonna give 5 because all of the other stuff were functional. Now, the 3D penguin simulation, where they get closer when it's cold and further apart when it's hot. So let's see if that worked. Damn it. Yep. Oh, I can move. Nice. And the penguin animations looks pretty good actually. Well, let's change the temperature. If it gets hotter, they get further apart. So yeah, it's working. I think this is one of the best I have ever seen. And this is generated locally with a 27B model. How crazy is that? So if it gets too cold, more snow fall and it gets a little bit cooler tones, I guess. So this is definitely a pass, but at the first generation, actually it made an error, but it was so stupid that I'm giving a pass. Let me tell you, I got a black screen and it figured out in the thought processing here that it changed one word from sky mat to snow mat. I just went to the code and changed that and then it worked. But because of that, I can't give 10, so I'm gonna give 9. Now, a dashboard to track my finances. So here it is. It looks very nice, but does it work? Let's put a description here, some amount, we have a dot, another test, another amount, and something around here. Yeah, we have a full graph here. Nice. Okay, so it's counting the expense, but not the rest. So this one kind of failed, but this one is perfect. Everything else perfect. I say this is a pass, but I'm gonna give 9 again. Now, a simple calculator in Python. It thought for 44 minutes and then spit out this code here. It better work. It better be the best calculator I have ever seen. Now, this is the calculator. Doesn't look bad, but does it work? Appears to be working. Yes, it's working. So this one, almost no model can do it, which is create a photo editing app using Python. So this is the code here. Here is the app. Well, I tried to open an image, but nothing happened and I can't do anything. I can just move these dots, which should be curves actually, and this seems to be moving, but I can't tell if it's working or not because there's no image. This is a fail. However, it did open, which is impressive. Most models can't make it even open. So I'm gonna give it 4 for this one. All right. There are 2 penguins in front of a penguin, 2 penguins behind a penguin, and a penguin in the middle. How many penguins are there? The answer should be 3. And yes, it got right. Most models that are not state-of-the-art usually don't get this right. So let's translate some Chinese text. It's a Chinese model translating a Chinese text. So what do you expect? It's correct and I gave 10. Now translate a Portuguese colloquial sentence. It actually looks very nice. I gave 10 as well. Now write a story of a cyborg penguin trying to conquer the world. This is very subjective. Most models get 10 on this, so it's here if you want to pause and read it. I gave it 10 anyway. Now, this one impressed me a little bit because Qwen models usually are very good at this. So this is an impersonation test, so it can be useful for customer service or something like that, role play or whatever. So now you are me and I am a girl you are trying to win over. We have never talked to each other before. We are chatting in a texting app like WhatsApp. Use natural language and some colloquial expressions to look believable. Say okay if you understood. The chatting begins after I say hi. This is not usable because it thought for 1 minute and then it thought for 3 minutes before answer and then 3 minutes. This is not usable. But I am not judging the speed. I'm judging whether it's good or not, the response. This is not good. This is a M dash. The second response is okay, but I gave 5. It's a fail, but it's a high score for a failed prompt. It did surprisingly well on the coding stuff, and the total score was 82 out of 100, which is incredible for a model like this. In fact, here is the comparison against all of the other models I tested before. It's on the 3rd place, right before GPT-5 and Gemini 3 Pro preview. What? In this test, at least, it was better than Gemini 2.5 Pro. Holy damn! And this is a 27B model you can run locally. What an improvement to open source local models. I hope it gets better so more people can run. And that's it. Let me know what you think and see ya.